Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 23 of the anime series Akagami no Shirayuki-hime, or Snow White with the Red Hair. And this episode was actually really hilarious and charming to me, hailing back to kind of like the same kind of tropes you would have seen in classic television. Like, I was watching this episode, and all the way through it, I'm thinking, is this something out of Three's Company? Something like that. Characters acting out of turn, acting kind of weird and hilarious and all that kind of stuff. Of course, we're talking Mitsuhide here, who after, Zen basically gets clocked on his noggin by a maidservant who is dusting rugs or whatever it is, and she sneezes and drops it on Zen's head. He gets a crick in his neck or whatever it is. And so Mitsuhide is going to look for Garrick, the chief herbalist, and he knocks over this noxious potion which has hypnotic capabilities. This particular potion being a point of study set aside for Shirayuki in her angling toward becoming an official court herbalist, because she's only just an apprentice even now. And by the end of the episode, I love that she finally attained that official court herbalist status, and it was really kind of heartwarming. It had me laughing the way Ryu is like getting all embarrassed when she's pointedly thanking him because he's one of the judges and everything like that, and he's been so impressed with her work. And Garrick was getting a couple of nudges in at him. Like, I wouldn't have thought you would have depended on anyone but yourself, let alone Shirayuki and all that kind of stuff. And he like hides his head in the book out of embarrassment. But it was all about Mitsuhide and just acting out of character. Not quite out of character, more so like he's in uber mode the entire episode, as being uber loyal, uber friendly, uber charming, and all these things. And especially in his run-ins with like Kiki at one point, and he accidentally smacks her from behind, catches her, and he's like, "Oh, was your lovely hand injured in any way? Good morning." Like, all of a sudden he's suave and debonair and all this kind of stuff, and he's professing his love for Zen. Zen can't get away from him. He's having him walk an entire, left turn around the other side of the kingdom because there's a puddle 2 feet ahead of us. We can't walk around it, And then Zen tries to get away, and as he cuts around this one corner, here is Mitsuhide waiting with the carriage. "I've been waiting for you, Master Zen," It was just hilarious. And of course it all played into Shirayuki studying that herb, that particular hypnotic herb, and finding a way to make a medicinal property, and that coincided with being the final stage of her becoming an official court herbalist. In healing, effectively, Mitsuhide, she accomplished her goal. And so it was a nice sort of 1-2 punch of things taking care of each other. And it was hilarious by the end. Of course, Mitsuhide has no memory of any of the stuff he was saying and doing, but alas, Obi has written everything down, and he's gonna make sure Mitsuhide never lives down the day this stuff happened. It's just hilarious. A very, once again, charming episode, and that's the overall call to this series. Overall, it has been charming from the very beginning. Again, affirming characters, heartwarming characters, and predicaments and scenarios, usually handled with utmost realism given the fantasy environment and everything like that. And so all in all, it was very much a sort of light, breezy, fun kind of an episode, but it did have something very poignant come out of it. And Shirayuki's finally attaining that official court herbalist role. No longer is she an apprentice, and that's fantastic. I love that. So beyond this, I guess we got like one episode left to round out season 2, and I know there has been a lot of sort of condensing and manipulation of the story as compared to the manga and everything like that, but I've been enjoying the hell out of it. And so yeah, love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of episode 23 of Akagami no Shirayuki-hime. If you have seen it, if you enjoyed it as much as I did, if it gave you as many laughs as it did me. If not, why not? Let me know in the comments below. Love having that conversation. And yeah, so otherwise that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.